guys, Victoria Watson, pediatric physical therapist and mom of 4. I am here today to unbox the Prepare for Starting Solids kit number 1 from EZPZ. Okay, so just real quick story about me. My first baby was a typically developing, totally normal pregnancy, born all natural at 39 weeks, like blessed to have an okay breastfeeding journey, blessed to introduce purees at 4.5, 5 months when I felt like I wanted to, and she did great, right? No concern whatsoever. I was a first-time mom. My twins, however, came early at 31 weeks. They spent 2 months in the NICU, and here I am thinking, how do I know when they're ready, right? Like everyone says, 6 months, start purees. Okay, but what if you had a preemie baby? What if they had a really horrible gag reflex? What if they were tube fed for a while? Anyways, there's just so many things that could make your baby's eating journey different. And that is what I absolutely love about EZPZ. This is an awesome company. It's just a small group of women, very, very dedicated to providing you with the right tools as parents to know when your baby is ready to start solids. So their kit number 1 is created seriously, like almost perfectly, I think, to help you do that. It comes with, on all their kits come with a little booklet. Okay, so in this, it introduces a little bit about EZPZ company, and then they walk through every item that's in your kit. Okay, so this kit comes with the tongue depressor, the baby-led toothbrush, oral development tools, and tiny pops. We're gonna real quick walk through them. The other thing that this kit comes with is this little cheat sheet that basically shows each of these tools at what stage your baby will be using them and what skills your baby is working on, which the PT in me is just like so happy about this because they talk about the palmar grasp, which is the first grasp you're going to see your babies do. They're gonna grab at things like this, kind of like a rake, and they're gonna hold it with all their fingers in their palm, okay? So all of these are working on developing their feeding skills, the palmar grasp, munching and chewing. Then we also have the next kit that we're gonna go through, and it's the tiny products. And that is the skills of dipping the pincer grasp, which is when you literally use like 1, sometimes 2 fingers and your thumb, and open cup drinking. But anyways, I digress. Let's start with kit number 1. Kit number 1 includes the tongue depressor. Okay, so it's food grade silicone all around. It has these bumps, and they're tactile bumps so that you're providing sensory awareness, and that decreases the chance of gagging when you're using this tool. Okay, so this tool you will use between 0 and 6 months to check for emerging teeth. From 6 months on, you can continue to use this to check for food pocketing. So once your baby has started foods, then you can use this to check in between their gums and their cheeks and make sure there's no food stuck in there. One really cool thing about this is that it has a stainless steel core, and that means that you can warm it up or cool it down and it will hold that temperature. Just like so soothing for baby. All right, so that's the tongue depressor. The second tool that they have in this kit is the baby-led toothbrush. This baby-led toothbrush is the first tool that introduces their unique handle. This baby-led handle is perfect for babies that have the plantar grasp. So all of these tools, and continuing into their small spoons and small forks, have this handle, which is just a great carryover for that fine motor grasp. It has silicone bristles, so it's soft and it's comforting to your baby's gums. From 3 to 6 months, you can offer this to them like once or twice a day, and it basically just introduces a oral care routine. And then from starting solids on, you can hand this to them in their high chair after meals, and it's basically like they're brushing their own teeth. So that's awesome. Then you have 3 oral development tools in this kit. So you have the loop tool, you have the smile tool, and you have the stick tool. So let's start with the loop tool. The loop tool encourages the oral skill of tongue elevation. Okay, so I want you to think through eating something. You're grabbing a snack, you put it in your mouth, you're chewing it, and then you go to swallow. What does your tongue do? Your tongue elevates, which protects your airway while you swallow. Okay, so that's really important skill. And this tool when you stick it in your baby's mouth, if they're ready to start solids, they're going to be sticking their tongue up through the hole. How amazing is that? Then you have the Smile tool, which is similar to this tool in the sense that this hole here also encourages tongue elevation. However, the widespreadness of this encourages lip spreading movements, which is what allows your baby to chew, right? This Smile tool, yes, it develops like the widespread lip and mouth movements needed for speech and for chewing and eating. However, it also can be used as a little spoon. So this plantar grasp, right, around here, they can scoop and bring things to their mouths, which I love. Okay, then we move on to the stick tool. So the stick tool is about the size of an adult pinky, and the skill that it helps your baby develop is called tongue lateralization. So when you stick this into their mouth, they're actually going to naturally like push it to the sides with their tongue. So again, if you think back to your chewing, you know, you've like taken a snack, you're chewing it. How do you chew it? You push it to the sides so that your teeth can chomp on it, right? So that's what this is teaching your kid, which is amazing. All right, there's one last thing in this kit, and it's called Tiny Pops. These little Tiny Pops. Okay, 4 months on, you can put breast milk or formula directly into it, and then you freeze it for 2 hours, and it's just like a little tiny popsicle. And then from 6 months to 24 months, you can actually advance use of this. You can put purees, smoothies, food scraps, whatever in it, and your baby can continue to use these. In addition to the amazing tools that they give you in the kits, this packet is so helpful. It is packed full of good tips, expert information. It also has a checklist for like, is my baby ready to start solids? Highly recommend it. I have so enjoyed partnering with this group, and I really think that this is like all you would need to know if your baby's ready to start solids. I do have a discount that you can use. The link is listed below. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.